Welcome to Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer, and I'm Adina Lev, the writer. This is episode 68, true 68, not a 2 minute supplement, but episode 68. My sister called me on that last week. 2 minute video? But when your friends are visiting from out of town, you don't just say, okay, you guys got to stop everything. I have to make a 10-minute video. No, you throw out a 2 minute supplement and you go on with life. We did so much stuff. We went to this tiger rescue place not too far from here, and you have this pre uh, tour briefing, let's call it that. And there was a couple there, and they had a hatchling. A hatchling is anything that's worth less than a month old. And the workers, the volunteers giving this briefing and their tour guides are saying, don't bring food, don't bring drink, you don't want to excite the animals. So I text to Michelle, who's literally sitting next to me, and said, I thought we weren't supposed to bring snacks, and they brought a baby. Want the lions be happy? Oh my gosh, she fell on the floor. She was trying so hard not to laugh. I do stuff like that. I just make people lose their mind. Yeah. Later on, when we were touring with these little kids who just kept running everywhere, the tour guide was asking anybody have any questions. Now, there were dozens of vultures. I'm not even exaggerating. Ask Michelle if you see her on Facebook. She will back me up on there. Dozens of vultures just everywhere looking at things. And I asked the tour guide, hey, these vultures, are they hungry? Should we start counting the children as we walk by? Michelle's just shaking her head. She can't take me anywhere. So inside the scary mind of a writer, we have been working overtime in our mind. I was talking to my son the other day, and we had to, the question came up now with all these new technologies in DNA and finding people from long lost, whatever. How is the perfect way to dispose of a body that you contaminate the DNA so it cannot be used? If you watch these crime show dramas, they all have the same thing. They found the DNA. They found his DNA. That movie Gattaca, they found the guy's eyelash at a crime scene. What? So, how do you dispose of a body and dispose of it quickly and enough to take away the DNA, contaminate the DNA so it can't be used on anything, and not send up any red flags? Because, yes, Lyme is a thing from the past. They don't use it anymore. And even if you bury a body with Lyme, they can still harvest DNA from the tooth pulp or the bone marrow. So you have to come up with something, but not throw up red flags. Because if you go out and buy a 55-gallon drum of any kind of chemical, that's going to throw flags unless you've done it before. So if you're planning a murder, buy the 55-gallon drum, and 6 months later, again and again, you may have 4 or 5, 6, these drums of acid, but you've already shown a pattern of buying it. So, had to get away with the perfect body that can't have DNA find to identify the victim. We came up with get a plastic drum, not beat on the drum, but something to contain, like a giant Rubbermaid, and CLR, white vinegar, and bleach. The reason for the plastic drum is all these chemicals come in plastic bottles. Huh. Or ceramic tub. There was an episode of Bones a few years ago, quite a few years ago, and the people trying to get away with murder put the body in a bathtub. Okay, as long as it's not fiberglass, this works. And then put a ton of drain cleaner in there. And Bones showed that drain cleaner doesn't work. It turns the body to plastic that you can still harvest DNA from. Yeah, that was inside the scary mind of a writer this week. Yeah, kind of scary, huh? I'm sure I'm going to get some kind of feedback on that one. Well, I'm already on watch list, so what the hell. But anyhow, Thanksgiving's right around the corner. I mean, seriously, right around the corner. And I've never had a good relationship with my sister-in-law. Not Judy. Come on, Judy is my sister from another miss. Y'all know Judy. She's my homie. Ride or die. She's right up in there in the top group of people I would save in a fire before my dog. Okay, we all know that long story. I think that's episode 8. So anyway, my sister-in-law is coming, and my niece and my husband have both tell me she's mellowed. And being the advanced psyche that I am, don't you just love it when I get all narcissistic? But in truth, it occurred to me that I have never known this person in a personal thing. I've always known her as the husband's sister and my niece's mother. I've never known her as a person. And she's always thought of me as a opportunistic gold digger, which we know is not true. So I'm going to start over this time. I'm going to actually stand back and appreciate her for the person she is, not as a mother or a sister in law. I'm going to step back and get to know her this time. She's going to be here for 2, 3 days. I'm going to find out about her. So, in that vein, I decided to send her a text. Ask her, I'm sorry I didn't think of this sooner. Is there a dish you would like to make? I haven't done any of the holiday shopping yet, so I can pick up the ingredients. Is there a dish you would like to make? There's going to be 4 hours between the time they get here and we have dinner. Yes, we're having an early dinner. We're having a 2 o'clock dinner because I refuse, absolutely refuse to compete with the Dallas Cowboys. I've done that many times and the game goes on pause. Dinner goes late because the game is on at 4. So I'm not doing that this year. We are going to have a nice, calm dinner at 2 o'clock. It's going to be like a dinner. And that gives us all day to pick on the food and relax. And then when the game is on, great, the game is on. Shopping starts at 6. We're good. Let's see what happens. If nothing else, I get more fodder for my stories. Ah, Norma. I've talked about Norma. I've got 2 minutes here. I talked about Norma, and Norma makes me. I love Norma. I really do. I got the perfect old person. She's articulate. She is fun loving. She ogles men as they walk by, and I'm not talking men her age. Well, some men her age, but other men. Whoa, it's like Norma, stop. She's a riot. So anyway, she's making me. Yeah, keep looking at the clock. No, someday I will get a clock up here. Deal with it. So Norma has told me little things and alluded to things. Not really. You got to guess what I'm talking about. I don't want to pump her and say, okay, sit down and write this. No, I just like to get snippets of her life. And we were talking about stockings. And in the Navy back in 1944, a pair of stockings were $1.25. Yeah, they go ahead, dollar store. No, that was equivalent to about $12, $13 for a pair of stockings. So you treasured those things like gold. And it occurred to me when I was in the Navy, we had a book called the Blue Jackets Manual. It was the holy Bible of anything in the military. And they had the same thing back when the Navy first started introducing women in 1943 and 44. It was called the Guide and Etiquette for Women Navy Reservists and Spargs, whatever this Coast Guard equivalent was. And it's good reading. So that's where the book is going. I'm getting things, and I think I'm just going to rush through part of it, just overlay, 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 and then pull out the things you need and keep progressing with the story. That's the hard part, is keeping the story progressing and not letting it get bogged down in the details. Speaking of details, hi Raynell, hi Alexis, hi Sylvia, hi Josh, hi Jay, hi Joey, Juju, if you're watching behind your brother's back, hi. That was my romper room 30-second. I think it wasn't quite 30 seconds. This has been Inside the Scary Mind of a Writer, and I'm Adina Lev, the writer. If you like this, thumbs up, share it. If you didn't, thumbs down, share it. Don't send me to the police department. Well, go ahead. I need the excitement. Y'all be safe out there and subscribe. I will be talking to y'all later. Be safe. Bye.